is United Kingdom Talk with Chris Reardon.
Yeah, good morning, baby faces. Look, it's another weekend. Saturday, the 22nd of August, 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom Talk, coming to you from our Bracknell television studio complex here in Royal Berkshire, boys and girls. And a nice day. Nice day. The sun has got its hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got its hat on and we're going out to play by the rivers of Babylon. Ooh, where we summer of 69 and all that business. Summer tunes today, boys and girls. Summer has returned. What a day yesterday. God, the wind, dear. The wind. The wind. And we got caught in rain. We got caught in rain because yesterday after the show, shortly after the show, my nephew arrived and two of the children, great nephew Harry, great niece Evie, my sister arrived, Sharon, Martin arrived, my brother-in-law, and we went out for a little trek, boys and girls. We were intrepid explorers yesterday, intrepid explorers. And we went for a walk to the witch's house. The witch's house, where it is very, very scary there, gang. But, wrong button. Where's my music? Very, very scary. Very, very scary. So we went to this walk to a little house, which is falling down. Probably a bit dangerous to be in it, to be honest. But we got there in the end. And, yeah, it was lovely. Walked along the river. This is coming out the caravan site up in Chapel Hill in Lincolnshire. Turn right, get to the river with them. Turn left, and then walk right along, round a corner. About, a good 20, 30 minute walk to get to these sort of overgrown area, bushes and trees and things. And in those bushes and trees is this old house. Not just one house, there's kind of a couple of barns and things like that. Oh, it was absolutely amazing. It really was. You have to kind of fight your way through the stinging nettles and things like that a bit with sticks, which great nephew Harry is very good at doing that. Oh, yes. Very, very bashing down. Get the back down. Stinging nettles down immediately, please. We managed to get through the stinging nettles and over some bits of wood and that. And we went in this house. And it was a step back in time. Possibly not as old as I thought it was. And the reason I could tell that, or it's my sister that noticed it actually, was that the tiles that were on the wall were actually not tiles. There was some sort of plasticky wallpaper, but it looked very old. There were several, it seems to me that there were several houses within the house. Do you see what I mean? It's like there was like 3 kitchens in this one house, which wasn't massive. The house wasn't massive at all. But there were like 3 kitchens in there. And going upstairs, well, I mean, a lot of it had been smashed up or bits of wood had been removed, possibly by other people that had been there before us or something like that. There was a dead pigeon, literally a mummified pigeon on the floor. And little tiles. The floor had these little tiles on, I suppose about an inch and a half square, all perfectly lined up. You had to rub the dirt off, mind you, to see them. Yeah. One thing that there didn't seem to be much of in there were nails. Isn't that strange? You would have thought all that wood in there turned up. You would have saw a lot more nails, and we were a little bit careful walking in there. But it suddenly dawned on me that I didn't see. I think I saw about 3 nails in the whole time I was there. Strange, isn't it, really? But all old wood, proper wood. None of this MDF crap that they build stuff for now. You know, this stuff, if it got wet, could probably be all right. I've got something to show you later. You will be shocked. Let's do the shocked look. Did you do the shocked look there? You will be. Try it yourself. Go on. Do the shocked look. In a little while's time, you will be shocked by something I'm going to tell you. Do the shocked look now. You might even, those of you snowflakes that are among you this morning, and plenty of them on here to be honest, you may need to run to your safe space and will possibly have an anxiety attack, which you'll have to write to all the newspapers and say, you know, I just happened to log on to Chris Reardon's extremely popular, millions of viewers all over the world, YouTube show this morning, and it's given me anxiety. Can you help me? Possibly this time, in a couple of hours' time, possibly the NHS 111 service will be clogged up with people who have just experienced anxiety after seeing the picture that I shall be showing you live and exclusively on this channel today. Naga Monchetti hasn't got this thing on BBC Breakfast. The delightful, very well-dressed Naga Monchetti will not be able to show you the picture that I am going to show you this morning, boys and girls. Yeah. No anxiety after watching the delightful Naga. You will watching this show, all coming up later on. Anyway, so I carry on, I diverse. We're in here and just looking around, and we're standing out and thinking, I wonder what sort of people used to live here, you know? My sister reckons it was like servants or someone like that, workers who either worked on the river, which was very close, or the farm. We're not quite sure what. What else was in these houses? There only appeared to be one electrical wire that I found. Just one. And my brother-in-law says they didn't have lights in all the houses in those days. I suppose plastic tiles on the wall. When I say plastic, more like a wallpaper that had been made to look like it. 50s, maybe 50s, 1950s, something like that. But this house was falling down. Loads of the roof was missing, wood all over the place and all that. Anyway, so we came out of there and we looked out and there is a barn. So we went into the barn, okay? Again, even more stinging nettles. I can't believe I went through the entire day yesterday and managed to not sting my legs. Everyone else had trousers on, not me. Oh, no. Idiot Chris goes there in a pair of shorts. You know, stinging nettles are practically looking at me, waiting for my legs to just touch them before I was stung. Ouch! It hurts! Mummy, help me! Everyone else had blooming trousers on, but once again, Harry jumped into action with his stick and started beating down the stinging nettles so that poor old Uncle Chris wouldn't get his legs stung. And I didn't get them stung at all yesterday. Unlike the day before where I was stinging all the way up the legs. They last a long time, stinging nettles, don't they? Actually, I think on Thursday I've been bitten and it wasn't too bad yesterday. It is as itchy as anything today. And it started itching last night, actually. Now, I've got some of this stuff. Doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Bee and sting relief, it says. That really doesn't seem to be doing anything at all for my hugely itchy ankle this morning, but there we are, one of those things. And we ended up in this barn, and again, amazing finds of all this old farm equipment. A great big old, I think it's a plough. It's kind of this long thing with like fan type things going along there like that. You know, almost like a fishbone, I suppose. And presumably that would be, well, I'm sure it was the case, at some point that would be dragged through fields doing ploughing or turning over the earth or something like that. Amazing. And there was a couple of trucks with written in chalk on the back, the number plate on the back of these pull-along things like that, you know. There was an upstairs. We couldn't go upstairs. Wasn't sure what was up there. Now, and... what else was it? Oh, it was very sad, really. There was like the skeleton of a dog in there. And it looks like the dog had a bit of a nasty ending. There was a big square thing, a little metal, great big metal thing, possibly used to drag things along. And this metal thing appeared to be on the dog's bones. There was no flesh on it at all. It had been dead for years, with just a skeleton of a dog. It appeared to be on the back of this dog's foot. So my sister reckons at some point, years ago, of course, many, many years ago, decades ago, this thing has fallen on the dog's leg. The dog has become trapped, and that's how it died. Awful, really. It could have been a wolf, not a wolf, or a fox or something like that. We're not sure. Just a skeleton in there. You know, I didn't take pictures. I didn't think it was right to take pictures of something like that and bring those up. And then we saw somewhere else, there was a well Well, we thought it was a well, but my brother-in-law reckons it was a cesspit, long, deep thing going down there. You don't want to go over there at night. But I was just amazed at what a great find that was. And there was no rubbish in there. I think it's a little bit too far out of the way for kids to go and start drinking and leaving bottles and packets and cigarette and blooming those marijuana things all over the place. There wasn't anything like that in there. It was clean. Not one bit of rubbish in there at all. So what an amazing find. The good news is my brother-in-law made a video of that. And I think it's coming out early next week. It will be on the Butler's Empire channel, the Butler's Empire channel. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he comes up with there. But he videoed the whole thing. I thought, well, if he's doing it, I won't bother. You know, so keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know when it's out on the Butler's Empire channel. Our trip to the House of Horrors. The House of Horrors. Fantastic. Incidentally, this is not the same witch's house that I told you about some weeks ago. This is a different one. This is further along the route that we walked down. Yeah, the witch's house, we went in there as well. Another dilapidated house, probably in worse condition than that one. Hardly any of the roof on. And I detected two or three glass bottles in there and some packets of sweets where kids have obviously been in there. And I was very pleased that Chris, who is now a womble, I am officially a womble, I managed to retrieve the bottles and things in a carrier bag that I bought with me specifically for that. Great niece Evie was horrified that I was touching someone else's bottles. But I did. I picked them up and I took them with me and they have now been disposed in a safe way. Thank you very much. Talking of wombles, my mate, as I said to you yesterday, my mate says I'm starting to look like a womble. I just weighed myself this morning. 13 stone 10 now. It seems to have gone up 3 pounds last week. I don't know why. It certainly wasn't the chips at Skegness dear. Tiny portion that was. God, I've never seen such small chips in all my life. The chips in Skegness, smallest portion ever. Unfortunately, I didn't take note of the name of the place selling them. But if you go, there's like a clock in the middle, right in front of the main road to go down to Skegness. You get down the end of the road and there's a clock, right? And then you go either left or right down the road or forward towards the sea, okay? Now, so if you go over the roundabout towards the sea, on the right-hand side, there's a little place. It looks like it's 2 shops, but it's one doing chips and that. It was that one. Smallest ever portion of chips in my life, dear. You know, I ate those and then I fainted through lack of food. It was awful, awful. 13 stone 10, that's not good. So that was our walk yesterday. It was very windy. I mean, really windy yesterday. The old caravan, occasionally I did feel it move a little bit yesterday when I was in the caravan. Bless Harry brought out an umbrella in case it rained. And it did start. We got a couple of, I wouldn't say we got soaking wet, but the rain certainly came down and we felt it a bit. Harry had this umbrella and he was trying to put it up, but we were walking next to the river, you see, at the time. And I said to my nephew, don't let him put that umbrella up. If that wind catches it, he's going to get blown straight in the river. Swans could end up eating great nephew Harry. He wouldn't be very pleased about that. So we tried not to let him put the umbrella out. We got caught twice in the water, but it was okay. You know, it was okay. As I say, I collected a bit more rubbish on my journey round. That there was no rubbish other than a plastic bottle as we walked along the river, which I left there. I thought I'll leave that there and pick it up when I come back that way. But we didn't go back that way, foolishly, so it's still there. I will have to retrieve that the week after next when I go back up there again. All right. Yesterday, I left the caravan yesterday at 7 o'clock at night. Got back here about 10 o'clock. I wasn't sure where I was going to go last night or Saturday night, but I left last night. No traffic at all, really, to write home about. It's certainly a lot quieter at 7 o'clock at night than it is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I used to leave to go down to London to work. But a decent journey. Got back here, had some beans on toast and stopped off at the BP garage for a loaf of bread on the way here. Beans on toast and went to bed. And here we are this morning. After the show yesterday, in between the walk and the show yesterday, after we did the show, right, that's when my brother-in-law and my sister turned up. And my brother-in-law says, right, where's this dip then? Because he's DIY. He's like, I would say, he's not, no, it's not DIY. He's, what's the word would you say? Professional DIY. He fixes things and he can do anything. Anything that requires, you know, like a proper, what would you say? A proper, in the past, you'd be able to call a man out and they'd be able to do anything. That's my brother-in-law. So he's appeared at the door. Right, come on, let's get the lino up. And I'm like, well, how do I pull the lino up? It's all sealed round the edge. No, it isn't. Come on, just pull it up, pull it up. So he's pulling up a little bit. He said, I want to have a look under there where the floor's gone a bit sinking. Get ready for the picture. I'll let you know when the picture's going to come on. And if you suffer from any anxiety, I've just seen something. I can't cope. Oh, it's going to affect the rest of my life. Oh my God, let me go to my safe space. What number can I call to talk to someone? Just get on with it, dear. Anyway, so he said, I want to look under that lino and see what's happening here. Oh, okay, so I'm kind of pulling it back a bit. He's gone down on his hands and knees. He's yanked the thing out. Oh, God. Oh, is that what? Well, I can't get it. Just pull it, he said. Just pull it. I've pulled it back and pulled the lino back. And underneath the lino is another piece of lino. He said, we're going to have to get that bit up as well. I said, well, I think this one's stuck. No, it's not stuck down. He starts pulling that up at the edge. And then I pulled it back. Oh, dear. Are you ready, boys and girls, to see this very frightening picture that I haven't even asked for likes for this morning? I've not even asked for likes. Here is the picture of the floor that's been dipping. You ready? There it is. As you can see, that's why the floor is dipping. We've got mould there. And it appears to be coming. Oh, we're not sure. My brother-in-law reckons it's coming from underneath rather than above. And the reason being for that is none of the walls are wet at all. There's no like, there might be a little bit coming in from the roof, as indicated by the drip that I've seen now and again. But he thinks there's a pipe underneath, and possibly when they put the new gas pipes in or something like that, he reckons there's a pipe underneath and it's spraying upwards or something like that. But none of the walls are wet. You see all the walls perfectly dry. You see that little cupboard there, middle centre of the picture there. In the cupboard there, that's where the water heater is. And that's where I get a drip. It doesn't happen every time, but if the rain's really heavy, I get a little bit of a drip in there. And he said there's no way that drip would be causing that. That's coming from somewhere else. And the very, it literally, if you step on it, you sink. You sink. Of course, now that I've got the lino up, I can see what part of that I need to step over now. That is, it possibly looks bigger than it is, but you can, in one step over that, okay? All right, I still think it's quite a large area, but that's got to be done. And he says his hope is now that we've taken the lino up, it will dry out. And if it dries out, I think, did he say this or not? I can't remember now. If he dries out, perhaps the leak is not leaking anymore. You see what I mean? But nevertheless, that piece will have to be replaced, and fortunately he's able to do something like that. On the other side of the wall, just on the right-hand side there, you see where that gold bit of metal is on the right, okay? And there's a wall there. On the other side of that wall is the kitchen. And there we had a little feel of the wall. It's actually a little cupboard there, a little floor cupboard there. We had a feel of the floor there, and it doesn't seem to have gone there. So it just seems to be that area there, but it'll have to be done. And Martin and Gary are going to do that for me. So that's brilliant news. I just wish I could do these. But as you can see, it's a bit of a state. It really is a bit of a state there. And it's a good job that we've... good job it came round, really, and decided to have a look at that, because I'm not someone that would want to pull up lino in case I damage something. You see, this is the trouble. I start doing something, it ends up even worse than it was the time before. I'd look at something like that and think, well, perhaps I can get a piece of metal sheet and put it over it. And then if I screw it down either end, it'll be all right. That would be the limit of my thing. You know, I even thought to myself, well, perhaps I could put another piece of wood on the top there. But of course, then the doors wouldn't open because it would be too thick. I just wish I could do this. I don't think I was as bad as DIY as I am now. It's got worse over the years, and I don't know why that is. I think my worst ever DIY was when it was around Mum and Dad's house. I was living there, you know, I think I was 21, 22, maybe, something like that. And Mum wanted some coat hooks up, which I said, well, where do you want them? I said, you should put them above the electric box. Do I need to tell you any more? You know, the electric fuse box. She wanted them above there. Out comes the drill. Bzz, bang! All the lights went out. And that was the end of that, really. Then I think my sister was going out with Martin at the time, who then had to come over and sort it out. It's just terrible. My DIY is absolutely shocking. Anyway, there is. You can look again now. I hope that didn't affect you too much, boys and girls. The people with anxiety attacks and this, that and the other. I got some new prizes. I've got some new prizes. I'll show them to you in a minute. First of all, let's just say hello. This week's Super Chat raffle prize, incidentally, is one of our clocks. There it is there. Okay, every time someone sends a £1 Super Chat or tip, whatever you want to call it, I will give you a free raffle ticket. And the raffle on Thursday is for one of our clocks. Okay, I've just had another one done. It's only one. All right. Thought I'd get one of those done this time. That's the raffle prize on Thursday. Okay. Righty-ho. Let's say hello to some of you this morning. Good morning to Jason Hughes. Hello, Jason. Hello, lovely Diane. All right, Diane. Hello, darling. Fran Green in the house. The Shed Singer. Good morning to you. Have a cracking weekend to yourself as well, Mr. Shed Singer. All right. Hello to Jason Ross. DSLDG2, our little silent viewer. You're welcome, along with all of our other many silent viewers this morning. Welcome to our little show there. Christopher Woodhouse, good morning to you. Hello to the lovely John Aitken. Daniel Woodhouse, start of my very exciting bridge weekender in Paddington. Are you building a bridge, dear? Oh, is that the card game bridge? My aunt does that. Well, she doesn't at the moment. She used to go to several times a week and play bridge with some of her friends in Tring. Yeah, my aunt did that. Joe Woodruff. Good morning, Joe. Hello to the lovely Mark Bowles and his shorts. Morning, Mark. Hope you're still doing that exercising. Don't get unfit like I am at the moment. It's awful. 13 stone 10, Mark. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Morning to Sherry DMP and her video channel as well. Good morning, lovely Sherry. Morning to you. Peter Paliwoda, mentioning in witches, as in the witch's house, he said, some witches do good. Hang a bag of corks at the end of your bed at Halloween. Never get cramp again. Worked for me. A bag of corks? Oh, Christ, you're like one of those people that says, oh, put conkers in the corner of your room. The spiders won't come in. Where do these stories come from? Good morning to the delightful Rachel Wheatland. Morning. Hello to Adam the plumber. Morning, Adam. All right, dear. Hi, Adam. Buh, buh. Hi, Adam. We have... Mark loves Naga as well. I love her. I think she's fab. You wouldn't want to have a row with her, would you? She'd just win. End of. She would, it's true. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. You're chatting away to each other, which is fantastic. Good morning to Jason Parrish, John Parrish. Morning, back from our break with real beds, running water and being served on by peasants. Oh, I love it. Don't you like being served by peasants, John, when you're in one of those posh hotels? I like the fuss. I like all the fuss. I do. They're all fussing around. They're always young people, aren't they? Serving you. You go up, I'm sure you've done it yourself, John, gone into like a very upmarket hotel like the Mandarin Oriental or Claridge's. You go in there for an afternoon tea. Oh, the service, they bend over. They do it so well. They do it so... And you don't take the mick out of them. You know, in actual fact, when you go in a 5-star hotel, you find people don't. You go in a cheap hotel, or a cheap restaurant. I've seen that before. You know, customers talking to the staff like dirt. Completely unnecessary. Awful people. Shouldn't even be in a... Get out of the restaurant. Get out. Awful. Those peasants still deserve our respect. Absolutely. Not peasants, of course. You know, silver service waiters and all that business. They know exactly what they're doing, don't they? Good morning. John Aitken. Handyman was the word there. Thank you, John Aitken. I wish I could be a handyman, do things like that. Never mind. Good morning to Denise Andrews. Denise and the Ducks. Morning to Denise and the Ducks this morning. Denise, I was watching BBC Breakfast this morning, which is why I've twittered it, and they had chickens on there. Loads of people now keeping chickens, and I thought of you. I wonder if Naga Monchetti keeps chickens. I think that would be something she does. And then the cocks in the morning. Cock-a-doodle-doo! 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 People moaning from the city who are out for holiday. Oh, we can't get to sleep because the cock keeps crowing. We'll go back to the city then. Go! Go before you break my heart once more is what we're waiting for. Eurovision song. We came second with that one. Knocked off by Norway or Sweden. I think that was years ago, that was. Yeah, I thought of you when the chickens came on the telly. Lots of people keeping chickens, apparently. But, you know, it's a bit like dogs. You can't just have a chicken. They have to be looked after. You've got to clean them out properly. And all that business, you know. But they do become friends. Chickens become friends. This lady was on there this morning, and she says, when you go out in the morning to do stuff, the chickens start talking to you. Probably make a lot more sense than some of you on the chat box, to be honest. I've got to be honest there. I'm sorry, I speak as I find. Much more interesting sense coming from chickens. She said they talk to her when she comes out. They start clucking. Cluck, 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 cluck. Chickens. Would you like chickens? Eh? My mate, he befriended one when they were on holiday in possibly Turkey or somewhere like that. They come to you. Eventually they come to you and they're quite happy to sit on your lap and all that. Have a little bit of petting. You know, poor little thing. Why do we eat all these lovely little things, eh? I don't know. Rising damp, Jason used. There were exact words that Martin said. Retro restore will restore it always. Yes, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Morning, sis. My sister's up. I rang her this morning. She just got up, honestly, dear. It was well past 7 o'clock and she'd only just got up. These people want to lay in bed all day. Dear me. Rising damp is quite possibly what it was. Yes, so fingers crossed, and that can get sorted there. Just scroll there. Good job you didn't go through it. Well, Rachel, to be honest, once it started dipping down, I started trying to step across it anyway, if you see what I mean. But now it's obvious where it is, so he'll do it in his own time. You know, no rush at all, no rush. Let's just scroll down a little bit. Good morning to George Bond joining us morning. Morning, George. I see that you did my quiz night the other day. He did my quiz night. I was watching one of George Bond's videos this morning. I just flicked on it, actually, on his YouTube. George has got his own YouTube channel. And he was doing my quiz night. He even used my questions, which is fine. You do what you want, George. You know, whatever keeps you happy, my love. Okay? He must have written down the questions that I used on the Tuesday. But that was fine, George. Good luck to you, mate. You do what you think is good, all right, George? Good luck to you. Let me see there. Mark Bowles, weight is like your age. It's just a number, dear. Oh, Mark, you're not bothered about my fatness then? Oh, mind you, hang on a minute. The straight lads, you like the girls with the big bums, don't you? Something like Beyonce. Massive arse she's got, hasn't she? Dear me. And some girls, they have inserts put into their bums, don't they? To make them even bigger. It does nothing. A large bum does nothing for me at all. Oh, I can't bear it. And you see them on the telly, and they're young girls, 25, and they got these bums like this. Oh, maybe. Oh, we want something nice and cute in a small pair of, well, I don't know what size. What would it be? So that was 32 waist pair of grey tracksuit bottoms. That's what we want. Small and pert. Mine used to be small and pert, not anymore, unfortunately. Let's have a look. Adam, looking at your damp patch. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stand. Did I stand up then? Beg you. Oh, the floor, you mean? I beg your pardon, Adam. Adam, looking at your damp patch to me, looks like that could be coming from one or two places, somewhere around the boiler area, or possibly, if that is the bathroom, adjacent, maybe the sill along the show. Along the show. What else does it say there? We've got the cupboard open. There's no water. The walls are bone dry. Absolutely bone dry. So we're a little bit perplexed to where it's coming from, but he thinks it's coming from underneath there. So he'll investigate and find out for me in exchange possibly for just a plate of chips. They're not eating chips at the moment, my sister and brother-in-law. They've lost massive amounts of weight. I'm now heavier than my sister. You do not know how much upset that makes me. Very, very upset indeed. Good morning to Gavin Bass. Morning, Gavin. Hope you're well this morning there. Let's just scroll down. Morning to Andy. Mandy Davenport. Good morning, Mandy. Excuse me. Mandy Davenport in the house this morning. Mandy is, of course, in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. So if anyone misbehaves, we first of all send Mandy round. And if she's not able to sort it out, it does start getting a little bit more serious. I have once or twice have to send Mark Bowles round, and he used to work on a door. He wasn't a nice doorman. No. None of this talking to them and finding out what's wrong. You're dragged out the club, taken round the back of a club, and you have the hell kicked out of you. That's how we deal with bad people in pubs. Oh, could I ask you to just not do that? No, not having any of that. You get dragged out and beaten up round the corner. And then usually the body is dumped in a river somewhere. That's how he deals with it. Best way to do it. No more problem. Thank you. All right, Mandy. Good. Sharon wants a horse. What, in exchange for fixing the floor? Sharon wants a horse instead of chickens. But you can't get eggs from horses, Sharon. How can you get an egg from a horse? You just get another horse. How many horses do you want? Do you want a foal? A foal. Oh, a little foal. That'd be like having a puppy, wouldn't it? Having a foal or something like that. Would you like one of those? Excuse me. Just blowing my nose there. I would imagine they're difficult to keep there, aren't they? Right. Let's have a look there. What else have we got here? Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's. Now, what do you think happens with old ice cream flavours? What is your favourite ice cream flavour? My personal favourite, and Ben and Jerry's do it, Aldi do their own version of it. I think Lidl do as well. It's like a vanilla ice cream, and it's got bits of chocolate in it. And if you bite into the bits of chocolate, it's caramel in there. Like chocolate pustules. You know, like you get a spot, and if you squeeze it, it's got all that stuff in it. Well, it's a bit like that. They're chocolate sort of like Rolos. A little bit like small Rolos in there. And we bite into it, and there's pus. But it's not pus, it's caramel, fortunately. I don't think I'd like to eat pus-filled chocolate pustules. Well, flavours come and go with ice cream. And in the Daily Mirror this morning, it says, when you think of Ben and Jerry's ice cream, you might think some of the most popular flavours, such as cookie dough, fish food, and baked Alaska. I had the baked Alaska some time ago now, a few weeks ago now. Oh, it's delicious. Ben and Jerry's baked Alaska ice cream is to die for. In fact, if you eat enough of it, you probably will die from being so overweight. What's your favourite flavour ice cream? What's your favourite? It says, do you remember some of the quirkier varieties that were once sold? The ice cream giants have experimented with a number of pairings, flavour pairings over the years, with some being a hit and others discontinued. Those that are no longer made up end up in one very special place. The Ben and Jerry's Flavour Graveyard. Oh, it's a bit dark, isn't it? We'll come back to that one. The page reads, it's on their website, this thing, right? In a section on their website, they mourn the loss of ice cream tubs that didn't quite work out for them. The page reads, ice cream flavours, like everything else, have a beginning and an end. While some of our flavours have proven to live long and happy lives, live long and prosper. There's one for DJ Chris there. Live long and prosper. Others were cut down before their time, or in some cases just in time. And it says on their website, here we pay tribute to our dearly depinted. Flavours in the graveyard include the Tennessee Mud. I remember that one, which was made from 1988 to 1989 and featured coffee ice cream with amaretto, Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey, and roasted silver almonds. Didn't work for them. Back in the 90s, 1992 to 1993, Ben & Jerry's tried making a flavour called Ms. Jelina's Sweet Potato Pie, which was ginger ice cream with a fudge swirl. That's not really doing it for me, I must admit. From 2000 to 2001, ice cream lovers were able to try a flavour known as Urban Jungle, which was packed full of ingredients. It's described online as being a swirling safari of chocolate ice cream and coconut ice cream mixed with white and dark chocolatey chunks, pecans and roasted almonds. There was also an ice cream with all the flavours of an afternoon tea called the Cool Britannia. Oh, Britannia, Britannia rolls her waves. That one. Made from 1995 to 1995 to 1998, so 3 years of this one. The tub was comprised of vanilla ice cream and contained strawberries and fudge-covered shortbread pieces. Oh, I say. Other ice creams include the graveyard. In the graveyard include wavy gravy, turtle soup, fresh Georgia peach, peanut butter and jelly, and creme brulee. Would you like to see any of those resurrected? I'd quite like to see the afternoon tea given one, don't you think so? They also recommend you store ice cream upside down in the freezer. That's what Ben & Jerry's say. Experts claim this trick prevents freezer burn, which causes the food to become dehydrated. So put it upside down somewhere deep in your freezer. Have you got a full-up freezer at the moment, boys and girls? My freezer's stuffed. It really is. And the one at the caravan now. I filled that up at the last week. We went to Aldi. Me and my sister went to Aldi when we was in Skegness last week and filled up the freezer. So what's your favourite ice cream now? Let's see if anyone's anyone's talking about the ice cream there. Fish food ice cream, that was the one Daniel Wood has. Have you ever tried that? Very nice. Fish food with actual fish food in it. It's delicious, dear. Gary Ross, Lynx Africa flavour. Peter Paliwoda, chocolate-covered ice cream with double cream dribbled over. Gary Ross likes his McFlurries. I'm all right with those. I'm not over keen on them. I'd rather have an ice cream out of one of the little vans that go around, you know. Rachel, bubblegum ice cream she likes. That's the blue one, isn't it, Rachel? You can get that on Skegness Beach. Bubblegum ice cream. Honeycomb. Oh, yes. Isn't there there's a honeycomb I think Cadbury's are doing a honeycomb chocolate now, aren't they? Honeycomb ice cream. The Co-op do that. Very nice. Jason Hughes, Raspberry Ripple. There's one of the old favourites there. Raspberry Ripple. Nom, 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 nom. No ice cream for Chris for a while. Gavin, chocolate mint chip. Not keen on that one, Gavin. Not keen on the old mint one. That, to be said, it is popular. Jason again, chocolate mint chip as well. Rachel, ice cream, rum and raisin. Rum and raisin. Oh, I could have some of that. Unicorn ice cream, Andy. Is that with actual unicorns chopped up and mashed up in there? Gary Ross, Greg's steak bake flavour ice cream. I don't think that'll work very well. Cherry vanilla for Fran Green there. You like your ice cream, didn't you? Eh? How do you fancy Robbie Williams doing a chat show? I think that would go down quite well. The Robbie Williams chat show. In the Daily Mirror this morning, it says, Robbie Williams, a singer, was a judge on X Factor for one series and now wants his own show. I think he should be given one, to be honest. And if he can't get one on there, do a YouTube one like this. I'd be very happy to assist him in any way I could in exchange for a small payment of £50,000. I don't suppose he'd be using webcams, the same as what I am. Anyway, he wants his own show, and it could look like a cross between Saturday Night Takeaway and The Word on Screen. I don't know what The Word is. What is that? Is that a chat show, The Word? Never heard of it. Never heard on it. Do you like the idea of Robbie Williams having his own chat show? I think they could give him sort of, 12 and see how it goes. Maybe not to, to 10 o'clock at night, something like that. It says Robbie Williams in the Daily Mirror says he wants to return to British television with his own late-night variety show. The singer was a judge on X Factor for one series, now wants his own show. I think the X Factor judge thing is a bit irrelevant, really. You don't need to mention that. When it comes to Robbie Williams, you don't think about the X Factor, do you? Not really. You think of him as a star in his own right, and he is a star. Robbie Williams is a star. Gemma Collins is just a celebrity. Oh, God. I bet she'll try and do it. I bet she'll try and get her own chat show. Gemma Collins. Hello and welcome to my show. I've got a load of nice guests on today. Hope you're going to join me. All right. Welcome to the GC. Dreadful. Just absolutely ghastly. Robbie Williams, I can see him doing his own show. And he'd all be really well dressed and all, wouldn't he? You know he would. He's a star. He's a star. End of. He's a star. Predicting what it could look like. It sounded like a cross between Saturday Night Takeaway and The Word on Screen. I really don't know what The Word is. Robbie, who's 46 now, said I would like a big television show. I would like to do a bit of everything. I would like to get my jollies off with a bit of comedy. Not in like 7:30 Saturday night kind of way, more like 10:30 on Channel 4. So he wants to be a bit saucy as well, which is cool, which is fine. 10:30 at night. 10:30 at night I think would be all right there. He added, like naughty humour, and I would like to have a finger in a pie where I would be 7:30 on a Saturday night like two different shows. So that's cool, isn't it? It says, speaking at his podcast at home with the Williamses. Oh, he does a podcast, okay. Robbie explains he had come round to the idea of a TV show following his appearance on The X Factor in 2018. The show struggled in the ratings, that's The X Factor that year. But at the time, Robbie said, I've had the most fun that I've ever had in the entertainment industry, and also mentioned the possibility of working on other television projects in the future with Simon Cowell, who's he's not going to be on the Britain's Got Talent. Is it The X Factor? Which is the next one to happen? I don't know. I don't watch any of his shows anymore. I can't stand those self-proclaimed judges judging everyone for doing something that they love, you know. Awful. Oh, amateur people on the stage spent their entire life building up to this thing. Then they get on the stage only to have them run down by exactly who. Anyway, the story goes on. He added, I want to get into TV. I want to scratch my itch. Well, do you know, I'm scratching. This is quite painful, this ankle here. I might go to in fact, I will go to the chemist. I'll go to the chemist after the show and ask them what's going on there. This is not touching it at all, this sting relief thing. He says, it's like going up the rope without a carabiner. What's a carabiner? And without a safety net. I found that out at X Factor. It's so much fun and so buzzy and so unsafe. So that's what he wants to do. He lives in Beverly Hills with his lovely wife, beautiful wife, and 4 children. He's got Teddy, 7, Charlton, 5, Colette, 1, and 5-month-old Beau. Yeah, why not? I think he should have one. But I also think it should be a British one. You know, the American ones are very different to ours, aren't they? I'd like to see him in a British chat show. Robbie Williams, give him one. And we'll see what he's saying about that in a moment. Morning to Maureen. She likes vanilla Cadbury's 99 Cornettos with the chocolate flake in 4 for a box, £3.20 at the co-op. Thank you, Maureen. I know the ones you mean. A bit small, though, aren't they, Maureen? You see, I can have 3 or 4 of those in one go. That's why there's none in the freezer. I don't dare put anything in the freezer like that. Gary says, I can hear in Glasgow they have Buckfast flavoured ice cream. Oh, dear. John Parrish, mango ice cream with cream soda. Is that like a float? Like a float some people have, don't they? Some people have a float, don't they? Fran likes the unicorn ice cream as well. I've not had unicorn ice cream. It's just multicolours. I don't know what flavours. Is it like lots of different flavours in there? Maybe. Something like that. Gary Ross likes Magnums. I don't like those, Gary. Not keen on those. They just seem very processed to me. And that got with that plastic pack, very, very processed. I know it all is processed, but that looks more processed than most of them, the Magnums. I'm not keen on those. The Word was on Channel 4 in the 90s. It was a chat show and a pop show. No, I don't know that one at all, Christopher Williams. And good morning to you. Morning to Michael Pullman. He was playing in the sleet. What sleet? What, in Australia? You don't get sleet in Australia, do you? I thought it was permanently 50 degrees centigrade there. Isn't it? Gosh. Gary, Robbie's a great singer and entertainer. George likes Pollington ice cream. I have no idea what that is, George. No idea what that is at all. Daniel likes lemon ice cream served in a pot, not a cone, covered in raspberries. That's called a tub, dear. A tub. Tub's ice cream. Nice. They don't drip down your fingers so much while you're trying to eat the thing. They're still talking about ice cream there. Look, Screwball with a bubble gum at the bottom. Nice too. Knickerbocker Glory in Bay Trees Restaurant. I don't know where that is, Rachel. I wonder how small the one would be that you get at the Chainbridge Restaurant, eh? All right, John Aitken's got Tesco's own rainbow cones. Is that like unicorn rainbow cones? Is it in the freezer? £1.20 for 4, especially for gays. Is that right? Rainbow ice cream, especially for us gays. Lovely, lovely. Right, another story here. This old bag's furious, dear. Furious because someone's tried to chat her up. Perhaps he didn't use a method that you might usually use, but nevertheless. Let's read it. In the Daily Mirror again this morning, it says, one woman who struggled during the virus pandemic, finding freelance work in recent months, thought things might finally be turning around after she applied somewhere and a potential employer reached out to her by text message. We have our very own text message up there, top left-hand corner. However, she was left leaving furious and freaked out. Oh, another snowflake, dear. Furious and freaked out after the unnamed man revealed that he was hoping to pay her to spend some time alone with him. He wants to pay her. He's offered her money for it, you know. I presume. Why doesn't that happen? Why doesn't people offer me money for that sort of thing? I don't understand. Creative producer Emma Thomas shared her thoughts on the matter in a post on LinkedIn. That's like a Facebook thing, isn't it? Alongside a screenshot of the very inappropriate conversation. What's wrong with these people? You know, you get an offer like that and they're offended. Why don't you just say, no thanks, I'm not interested? What's the problem? No, they write to the papers. In the first message, the employer asks if she's still looking for work. She confirms she is, and she has tons of transferable skills and always gives 100% with her work. But instead of a professional reply, the person responds, how would you feel if I paid you for some company and time of yours? So she replies to that, I am not available for sex. I don't like to say the word in the morning. Sex. You know, that. Anyone reading my CV will see that I am a kick bum, creative producer, project manager, creative, not a worker. I am also effing furious. Well, I don't see any word of mention of the word there to you. He might have just wanted to take her out for meals. I've known people do that job. I don't have any problem with people doing that job. No problem at all. Escorts, they call them. Escorts. And some people pay girls and boys, girls, whatever, they pay them to come out and have a meal with them. I mean, what sort of job must that be like? Must be all right doing that, mustn't it? As long as you make it clear what's available and what isn't on your, I don't know, your advert in the back papers of one of those magazines. One or two of you been in those. And they pay them, you know, they say, oh, I need some, I want some, I've seen a picture of you. I'd like you to come out for a meal with me. That's all. And they meet them at some posh restaurant, I don't know, the Ivy or something like that. Everything's paid. They probably sent a car to pick them up. I don't know how it works. They get there, they sit there, they have the meal for a couple of hours. Thanks very much for coming out for a meal. Here's 200 quid, bye-bye. That's it. That might have been that. No. But immediately she's seen offence without going too further into it. I'm so angry that anyone should take advantage of the dire job situation right now in such a way. I feel freaked out and utterly degraded, something which I'm sure will have a huge impact on my job hunting site today. I'm made of tough stuff. I don't think you are, love. So the thought of men like this preying on young girls in the same way makes me sick. That was her reply. Is there a picture of her? Is that her? No, it's not her. It's not her. There's no picture of her, so we don't know what she looked like. I'd be flattered. I'd be flattered. So here is your opportunity now, boys and girls. For a £200 super chat, I'll happily come over and have a cup of tea with you. How's that? Doesn't get... That's all I'm doing, the tea. We're not doing any... Don't want that. Anything extras will have to be discussed in advance of the occasion. Cup of tea, £200. Come on. Cash, please. No cheques or cards. Thank you very much. Michael says it's snowing in some parts of New South Wales, Victoria, where it's sleeting as possible. Snow later tonight. Well, I didn't know it ever snowed in Australia. Maybe on the mountains, but I had no idea of that. Michael, you've taught me something today. You know, Rachel, you know McDonald's roundabout. Oh, you're talking to each other there. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. 2 pence from Peter Palawoda there. How about honey? We talked about ice creams. Honey, do you like posh honey? Prince Charles has new honey out. You want a jar of this? Prince Charles has new honey. It says in the Daily Mail this morning, it's no wonder it's already creating a buzz. It's already creating a buzz for a new honey from Prince Charles's own hives on his country estate. And it's bound to be the bee's knees. Now, he does that, what's that brand that he does? The Dutchie. Sausage. He does all sorts of stuff, doesn't he? Very good quality stuff he does. It's not cheap. You want cheap? Buy cheap. His stuff is not cheap. But then again, it is top quality. I don't think I've ever bought a Dutchie thing I generally send it in Waitrose. Don't get it in sort of a Aldi or Lidl or anywhere like that. Waitrose still is stuff. Dutchy Originals. That's all Prince Charles, that is. A new honey from Prince Charles's own hives on his country estate is bound to be the bee's knees, but there's one sting in the tail. It's £25. Mouth wouldn't close then. Did you see that? It's £25 for a 350-gram jar. Wow. Worth one go, though, isn't it? One jar. You could just try one jar. Trouble is, you could buy one jar and then really like it, couldn't you? 400 pots went on sale this week, with all the proceeds going to charities supported by Prince Charles. The 150,000 bees that make this beautifully delicate, organic, Highgrove Royal Estate honey. Imagine going into Waitrose. Excuse me, do you sell the organic? They do. I remember I used to shop in Waitrose all the time. All the time. The fact is, Aldi is much closer than Waitrose, so that's and it's much cheaper than Waitrose. They're all right, and they haven't got time to talk to you. Waitrose, you want top quality service, all that, you go to Waitrose. Absolutely, no question. Never ever had a complaint about Waitrose. You want to watch fights in the aisles? Go to Aldi. I've seen fights in Aldi. People fight in Aldi. That is not a joke. I've seen them fighting over the till because someone, I think they pushed in. Oh, pathetic. Awful people. That's why I go late at night so I don't have to bump into too many of them. Dreadful people in there too. Not the one in Skegness is nice. We like that one. My sister won't go in the one in Boston. She said they really are the scum of the earth. I went in the one in Boston once. And I got closer. What's that smell? Smell of wee. And it was a bloke. He stank. Absolutely stank. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's touching all that stuff. The 150,000 bees, but you're going to Waitrose. Excuse me, and I've heard people speaking like this in here. Excuse me, do you have the delicate organic Highgrove Royal Estate honey, please? Made by the bees living in specially commissioned double-walled hives within the gardens of Charles, Gloucestershire home, please. Do you know, I'm tempted to get a jar of this to try it out. 25 quid though, it's a lot of money, isn't it? I'll have to check my American Express balance before I go and do something like that. I've got a big bill coming up soon. That flat, remember that flat where that one weren't paying her rent, and I've gone in and it's all a bit of a mess in there. I've had a quote. Oh, big quote. That's gonna hurt. Anyway, the WBC hives, named after their inventor, was popularised in the talking about the hives, a little bit technical there. Beautiful hives. Can I just show you these hives? Oh my God, look at them. Wow. These are the hives that the bees live in that are making that thing there. Right, hang on. Oh, hang on, I got the photo wrong there, won't we? There it is. There, look at that. They're the hives. Aren't they beautiful? Look at those hives. Look at those. I love them. Fantastic. Do you know, I've just realised I'm going to get another one of those smaller lights for the studio. For the one up north. Anyway. It says they remain cool in summer but warm in the winter. They've got double skin on there, apparently. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful. There's another picture at the top of the hives. It's got a blue dome on top. Look at this. These are real things of art, these hives. Look, this is the top of one of his hives. That's why it's £25 a blooming jar. Isn't that lovely? The 3 specially commissioned double-walled hives, which live within Charles's Gloucestershire gardens, apparently took almost a year to construct by hand. They were, the Daily Mail understands, a 70th birthday gift to Charles from upmarket London food store Fortnum and Mason's. The 3 hives, they hold up to 50,000 bees each in the peak summertime months, were commissioned to 3 specific designs and took almost a year to construct by hand. That's just wonderful, isn't it? One features the blue dome, which is the one I just showed you, with a Prince of Wales feathers and 4 giant bees on top, while another has decorative stone ovals and intricate carvings. So if you... Oh, and there's the jar. There's the jar. Well, it comes in a posh jar as well. Oh, we need it. We've got to get a jar of this. Hang on. One of these. It's got to be Waitrose. I'll have a look in a minute. Hang on. There we go. Look. Look at that lovely jar. Isn't that lovely? You like that to adorn your cupboard, eh? £25 a jar. They are quite dear there. Where do they sell them then? Oh, you can board it from the Highgrove online shop at www.highgrovegardens.com. I tell you what, I'll tweet that for you, gang. There we are. Let's tweet that for you there. Okay. Oh, there's a super chat just coming there. Thank you very much, Gary Ross. Super chat from Gary Ross this morning. Thank you, Gary. Let me give you a couple of free... Oh, which tickets are we on? It's these ones, isn't it? 2 free raffle tickets for you, Gary. 18 and 19, Mr. Gary Ross. Oh, did you win the... You won the hat last week, didn't you? Yes, it's now in an envelope, and that will be posted straight after the show today. Because I've got to go down to the chemist anyway and see if I can find something for my bite, which is just itching like mad. It kept waking me up last night, actually, Gary, as well. They are two raffle tickets for you, free raffle tickets, and the raffle tickets are for the clock. There we go. Someone's going to win those. The draw for that will be on Thursday. Okay. Every time you send us a £1 tip, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. £2, 2 raffle tickets. £100, 100 raffle tickets. There's only one of those clocks at the moment. Okay. Honey is sold out on the website. Have you looked already? Oh, wow. Wow. It's already gone, according to Denise. Thanks very much, Denise. Denise, I might have to put you in charge of honey as well, my love. Honey, yesterday my life was filled with rain. Ba-ba-ba, honey, ba-ba-ba. You smiled at me and never eased the pain. Now the dark skies are gone and the bright skies are here. Honey, one so true, da-da-da, I love you. That one. The honey's all sold out. Oh, what a shame. Never mind, we won't be able to get any of that. Never mind, that's good. Good. Save my money. Ready for the bill I'm going to have to pay to have that flat sorted out. I've got a new tenant, though. They're moving in September the 10th. September the 10th, they're moving in that flat, so it's got to be done out first for them. Rachel says, never take the first quote, keep looking. Correct. We're waiting for the second quote at the moment, Rachel, but it's got to be done by the 10th. Got to get it. Is Her Majesty the Queen Bee? Very good, Daniel. Peter Paliwoda, £25 for a beehive on eBay. Yeah, but they don't look like that, do they, though? They don't look like that. Denise reckons it's daylight robbery. I'm sure it is, Denise. But, you know, I bet a lot of Americans bought that because they love all that royal stuff, don't they? All the Americans and what have you there. Let's have a look there. Just a second, my darlings. Bring something else up there. Morning to Heidi Young this morning. Morning, Heidi. Hello to you, Heidi. Peter Paliwoda sending in an email there. National debt. Morning. National debt is it 2 billion and is 105%. What's all that about, Peter? I don't know what you've sent me there. I don't know what that is, mate. Something about debts and things like that. What's that got to do with anything this morning? Recovery or help? Morning, Chris. UK fiscal situation. Our national debt is it 2004 billion and is 105% of GDP. Don't know if this... That's a bit serious, isn't it? We don't really do anything like that, Peter. I think you need to perhaps send it into LBC and they may be able to help you with your inquiry. Thank you very much. We'll just stick to the honey. We'll just stick to the honey and the cat stories. Thanks very much. Oh, Adam, £9.99 super chat. Adam, you're not still borrowing money, are you, and sending it over here? Christ's sake, Adam. You gone mad? Huh? You gone mad? Let me give you 10 raffle tickets. 1 minute. Oh, dear. £10 from Adam the plumber this morning. Gosh. I think you're single-handedly keeping this channel on air, to be honest. Thanks, Adam. Adam the plumber. Let me just do these. I'll put Adam Plum. Adam Plum. Thank you, Adam. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Plum, Adam Plum. Are you not working today, dear? There we are. A moment of silence for you there to gather your thoughts together. There you go. Loads of raffle tickets. 20 to 29. 20 to 29. That sounds like 9, doesn't it? But it is actually 10. There we go. Let's put them all in there for you. Who's going to win the clock on Thursday? Whenever you send a £1 super chat in, I'll give you a free raffle ticket. And it all goes in the pot. All in the pot. Stirring up together there. Someone to win that on Thursday. Thanks very much, Adam, there. Denise says, my neighbours keep bees. Had 2 swarms this year. I've been to Highgrove Garden Tour. And the shop is a rip-off, but people buy it like crazy. It's Prince Charles's stuff, isn't it? That's why. It's Prince Charles's stuff. You know, I bought his sausages before when I used to eat dead animals. That's years ago now. I don't think he does all sorts of stuff, doesn't he? Is it a rip-off? Yes. Is it top-notch, highest quality you could possibly buy? I think probably it is, you know, so you pay for that, don't you? Not like your £20 bag of carrots in the Aldi, is it? Where I go. Where do you do your shopping anyway, Denise? Do you have an Aldi or a Lidl nearby there? Lidl has probably got, I don't know really, the quality. I was going to say Lidl has probably got, it's slightly, I feel Lidl is slightly up from Aldi. Would you agree with that at all? Adam's had to take out another bank loan today to fund the show. Thanks, Adam, because no one else does, darling. People over the time have sent in stuff which I'm eternally grateful for. Do you know what I've got on my feet here, Denise? Don't you? Huh? These are the softest slippers I've ever had. They're lovely. They really are. And they're on my little touches now, keeping them warm in this fully air-conditioned television studio complex. Thank you very much. Morning to Matthew Van. Good morning, Matthew. Morning, young Matthew. Weird City Citizen. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show. Head of Animal Welfare would cover that, I guess. She doesn't like honey. Oh, okay. Okay, doesn't like, I don't know. I don't know anyone that doesn't like honey. I may have a spoonful later. I've got a bit of a throat at the moment here. Just here. This gland sometimes comes up. It's up now. You know, it's fighting something. Fighting. Honey, da 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 da. Oh, sugar, sugar, ba 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 ba. You are my candy girl, and I got you wanting me. Thank you, Gary Ross. Antihistamine in Asda. What else have we got there? There we are. Yes, we got to the end there. Good morning to Mike Rees-Ponto. Morning. Audi reckons it's better than Lidl. Thank you, Mike. Denise, a great Audi in Kingsling and Spalding, but a new enormous Lidl in Spalding. The Tesco in Holbeach is rubbish. Is that where did I go the other day? The Tesco in Horncastle. Oh, useless. Absolutely useless there. Useless. Apple approved foods worth a look, Chris. I don't know approved foods. Don't know that one. Approved foods. Look at me scratching away. When I say scratching, I don't use my nails. I'm kind of more rubbing it than scratching it because you mustn't rub. You mustn't scratch insect bites, must you? Okay. Raffle tickets are still to come today. We've got the Daily Bingo Show, which we'll be playing very shortly this morning. here's something that may interest you, boys and girls. Channel 4 are looking for contestants. Okay, Matthew Van, I know you're a little bit short of work at the moment. This could be something for you, Matthew, I feel. And definitely for Mark Bowles, who seems to have disappeared this morning. Definitely for Mark Bowles, possibly for Matthew Van. A couple of others on here. Channel 4 is looking for contestants. This story comes from your Super Soaraway Bracknell News. How exciting is that? A dating game show where customers strip off is looking for people to take part in a new series. Now, when I say strip off, we're not talking taking your top off and having a pair of shorts on. We are talking strip off. Top to bottom. Who's the top? And who's the bottom? That's the question on the show today. For those that haven't heard of it, the Channel 4 programme Naked Attraction. This daring dating series is hosted by fully clothed presenter Anna Richardson. Who's she? I've never heard of these people. The picker will whittle down, so I suppose the contestant looking for a date will whittle down a group of 6 potential suitors based solely on the power of naked attraction. The naked hopefuls stand in individual pods. I wonder if they look like Prince Charles's hives, these pods. They will stand in individual pods while one body part is revealed at a time to the picker, who eliminates a person in each round based on what they find least attractive. What is your least attractive item? Go on, be honest. A spokesman for the production company which makes Naked Attraction said it strips back the trappings of modern dating to just the naked body and asks the question, when we are entirely unfiltered, what do people really find attractive? What do you find really attractive? Is it the face? I think the face, really. I like an attractive face. An attractive face. So you must be over the age of 18, which includes most of you here. Fill out a Naked Attraction. If you want to see it in the break, I'll put that in the chat box there if you want to have a little look there. Okay. And there is actually gives you a link to the application form there. Will any of you be applying to be going on the Naked Attraction show at all? Please let us know. There's a £5 super chat coming from Mr. Weird City, hoping to win the clock, I think, as well this week. So I'll give you 5 free raffle tickets. Thank you very much, Weird City. Draw is on Thursday morning for that, okay? Weird City. Who's going to go in for the Naked Attraction show? Matthew Van, is that something for you, dear? Eh? Will you be getting your kit off on the telly for all of us to see? A lot of people say eyes, don't they? Eyes here. There you go, 5 raffle tickets for you. 31 to 34. 3 raffle tickets for your very kind £5 tip. Thank you for that, sir. There's the prize to be won on Thursday. One of our United... By the way, that says UK Lockdown 2020 there, all right? I've only had one made at the moment because they're a little bit pricey to have those made up. Mike Reese-Ponto says, I find hairy men attractive. There was no hairs on me. Look, I'm just going to show you a little bit of flesh here. Right, just a bit. Now, girls, don't get too excited. Husbands will be fuming now. Look. None. It never grew. My hairs never grew. Isn't that funny, isn't it? Even my legs. There's not much hairs on my legs. Not much hair on my head either. Come to that, isn't it? Mike Reese-Ponto likes hairy men. Peter Paliwoda, the anti-attraction show. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea watching something like that, to be honest. I had no pleasure at all in watching something like that. They had this other awful programme on Channel 4. Sex Box, it was called. Sex sex box, right? Where a couple would come on, okay, and it'd be this massive box, like a container thing, in the studio. They'd have a bit of an interviewer with the host, and then they'd go in the box and do it, and then come back out and talk about it. Just that's the level of entertainment on the telly these days. It's just crap, innit? Isn't it crap? It really is. Put Dad's Army back on, for God's sake. Let's just have a look. Hey, Matthew Van's going to do it. Good morning, Gary. There's my nephew, Scrap It Man, with his own channel there. Stickers to be found all over the country. Morning, Gary. Joe Woodruff, she can't bear watching it. No, I don't think I could either. Awful. Awful. My least attractive item is my stomach. I think mine as well, to be honest. Oh, God. How have I put on £3 in a blooming week, honestly? I don't go mad. I do have the occasional bar of chocolate, occasional bag of crisps. Not too bad, though. I've not had any bread for 3 weeks until last night. Denise likes the series Married at First Sight. That might suit you. I don't know that one, Denise. Don't know that one. Fran likes eyes. I knew people would say eyes. Weird City has a thing about eyes. There you go. Rachel says, doesn't matter what you look like, it's what's inside that counts. Yeah, but no one wants to have a look at my insides anymore. That's the trouble, Rachel. Was that a little bit too far? Gary says, what if you have a small magic wand? Just ask him for a friend. Jason, as long as the lights are off, it doesn't really matter. Daniel doesn't find anything attractive about nakedness. No, neither do I, Daniel. And I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I don't want to see naked people on the telly. It does nothing. Maybe a small pair of shorts or nice fitted jeans showing you the contours of the bum are quite nice. But not an actual bum. Horrible. I don't like to see nakedness on the telly. Daniel remembers that sex box. I was turned down that for being too hot. Oh, please do me a favour, Daniel. I've seen your photo, love. Sorry, darling. Bonk TD bonk. That's bonk TD bonk. John. Awful. Denise, I have no unattractive traits. I am perfect. Yes, you are. My mate Alton Andrews has got a good eye for pretty ladies, and that's why he chose you. Believe me, my love. Christopher Williams is a bit concerned about this show, Naked Attraction, due to the social distancing regulations. Well, don't watch it then, Chris. Just don't watch it then if it offends you in some way. Thank you, John Aitken. John Aitken has been reinstated as head of medication on this channel. Hang on, it's Saturday is the end. Saturday is the last box, isn't it? Let's get confused. How do you run your pill boxes? Huh? How do you run yours? Mine's Sunday to Saturday. I do Sunday to Saturday. Some people do Monday to Sunday, don't they? Sunday to Saturday is the correct time. Probably due to being Roman Catholic, darling. Thank you. So that's the Channel 4 Naked Attraction. This woman's fuming in the Daily Star this morning. Poor old cow, dear. She's not parked her car correctly, has she? So she's got a ticket. A mum of two. What's that? It's irrelevant, that is. Oh, please feel sorry for me because I've got 2 little children with me. Irrelevant. A mum of 2 was slapped with Britain's harshest parking ticket, quote, after her tyre stuck out an inch over the line. Well, park the car properly then. Rebecca Edge had left almost all of her family car entirely within the designated bay and paid for a ticket. She was so shocked to find a penalty charge notice left on her vehicle. She then took a series of pictures that showed her front tyre had just crossed the line, and after sharing the images on social media, members of the public described it as the harshest ticket ever. Ready? Blah, blah. Hi, Chris, we're done. Oh, hang on, there's a text coming from my nephew. I'll show you that in a minute. There it is. There it is. She's moaning. She's got a parking ticket. I'm sorry, but that ticket is the tyre is over the line. You deserve a parking ticket. Rebecca, 35, from Tynemouth in Devon, a mother of 3 2-year-old twins, has now appealed against the £50 fine issued by Torbay Council. It says park in the lines, dear. She said it's tricky to park there, and the wheel had just gone over about an inch over the line. One edge of the tyre is slightly over, but the entire body of the car is within the bear. It seems so ridiculous, and it's very petty. There's a picture of her there. Actually, she's quite nice. She looks quite nice. She don't look like one of those I love myself type people. Would you like to see a picture of her? She actually looks like a nice person. You know how you can tell? You know when you look at like Gemma Collins or Katie Price, and you know they're just not nice people. She looks nice, doesn't she? Do you think? She actually looks like a nice person. I've changed my mind now. She shouldn't have got that ticket. She's launched an appeal but has not yet got a response yet. What do you think? Is that too much? What if I had a wheelchair? If I had a wheelchair, you know, I might be going along that line. Well, I'll just get, and then and there's a tyre in the way. No, maybe she should get the ticket. Absolutely. Pay that £50 immediately. I've just got a very important text coming in from my nephew. One moment, please. Let's see what that says on my private phone. My private phone. One moment, please. One moment, please. Oh, no, it's a WhatsApp. Incorrect, a WhatsApp. What's he sent me now? Oh, it's the latest from his YouTube channel. He is now up to 2,099 subscribers. 2,099 subscribers. My nephew has taken to sending me a text every time he gets a new subscriber now. Making me feel... Mine's gone down another few, I think. I don't know what my number... I've stopped looking. It's just upsetting. It goes down and up, down. I think we've dropped below 1,600. What is it? 1,460 now. Oh, well. Give her that ticket. Peter Paliwoda, my son, when he was an adolescent, didn't pay a parking fine, lost his car in the end. Yes, you've got to deal with these fines. You must deal with these fines. Otherwise, it goes up. You've only got to watch that programme. Can't pay, we'll take it away. Have you seen that? And people ignore the fines and they go up and up. And a £50 fine can end up costing you £5, £6, £7, £1,000 because you didn't pay it. Dreadful, really. Dreadful. Weird City there. Good morning to Mick Davenport. Mum's not very well in hospital. Sorry. Sorry about that, Mick. We can only wish you luck. Always remember, Wick, there is always hope. Always hope. Things turn around sometimes. You never know. You never know. So fingers crossed, okay? Sorry to hear you're having a little bit of trouble there, Mick. Well, not you, but your mum and dad at the same time. Oh, difficult. Okay. Gary Ross, she got a ticket for driving with her bingo wing out the window. You are awful. One parking fine in 52 years, Peter Paliwoda. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay, let's do. We got three more stories here. Three more stories here. A cat, the Toby cat, the Toby cat. Again in the Daily Star today. Tula, the 11-year-old Siberian cat. This one, okay, a Siberian cat who has a habit of begging for food at Toby Carvery has been busted. Oh, we love cats. We love cats. She was caught secretly asking restaurant staff and customers for food after one Tattletale slyly told her owner. Oh, what a blooming miserable person that must be. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. One of those busybodies. A busybody. Excuse me, I hope you don't mind me telling you, but your cat has been spotted going to Toby Carvery asking for food, and we don't think it's very good that she should do that. Mind your own business. After regularly going to the Toby Carvery, her owner discovered a note on her collar when she arrived home one day. She had no clue that Tula, the cat, had been visiting the Toby Carvery in Swindon for food until she spotted the note. This primary school teacher said Tula had come into the lounge with something around her neck which caught her eye. The note says, "Always at Toby Carvery." One minute, here we are. Always at Toby. You can't quite see it. Can you see that? Yeah, always at Toby Carvery. It's been pinned round her neck. Poor little thing. Who's grassed her up? The message says, "Does this cat have a home? Always at Toby Carvery." Since then, the cat is no longer allowed to go to the restaurant and enjoy meat for her to snack on, reports the Metro Online. Oh. It says, in a post shared by the owner, showcasing the note, she wrote, "I can imagine she's been trying for the sympathy vote in the hope of getting some meat. She's got a lovely home and spends every night with us, but thank you, Toby customers, workers, for looking out for her." You always see these TikTok videos, actually, of lots of cat videos on TikTok, and cats literally jumping onto a table and pawing at a piece of meat when someone's not looking, aren't you? Gary Ross loved the programme. Can't Pay Will Take It Away. Yes, very, very good programme. I like the old bloke, Paul Bowhill. He's one of my friends on Facebook, actually. Paul Bowhill. The old bloke with the grey hair and the glasses. He's great. I think he's very fair. Very, very fair indeed. Now, don't forget, we will be playing our daily game of bingo a little bit later on. Just make sure that your clock is telling the correct time. It's just gone 10 past 10. If you're in another country, convert to your hour. But it's just gone 10 past 10 here. So if your clock says that at the moment, then you should be on the right time. Best way to do it is to look at the clock in either the bottom right-hand corner of your computer or the clock on your phone. I think they're all sort of synced up somewhere, aren't they? All right. Good morning to Shania still. Morning, Shania. Hello to you. Two more stories then. Leather. Now, leather isn't something I buy. It's another one of those things in which, if you look on YouTube, it's dead animal skin. It's not something I would certainly buy for myself purposely. I always try and look for another option. I do have. I certainly wouldn't buy a leather settee. I've got one in the caravan, a leather settee in the caravan, but it's not something I would buy. It was there before, you know. It says in the Metro, going vegan and ditching all animal products is tough when you love fashion. Shoes. Now, they're a thing. I was talking about Jimmy shoes the other day. Well, I mean, they're all leather as well, to be fair. It's hard enough giving up cheese, but then you're confronted with the reality that most design bags and shoes are made from leather. But the solution could lie in cacti. This is in the Metro this morning. Deserto Cactus Leather is, as the name gives away, a leather-like fabric that is made from cacti and can be used to create jackets, bags, car seats, shoes and any other item that's made from traditional cow leather. But unlike traditional cow leather, cactus leather is vegan and far more environmentally friendly. Never heard of this, have you? The leather doesn't require killing the cacti, so don't worry about the plant. Instead, it's made from mature leaves that are simply trimmed off a cactus species called Opuntia ficus indica, which the Friends grow in its natural habitat in Mexico. The leaves are cleaned, mashed and dried for 3 days in the sunlight before being mixed with non-toxic chemicals and shaped into the texture and colour required. The end result can withstand about 10 years of use, and according to Adrian and Marty, costs about the same as regular leather. So there's an alternative there. And there's actually a picture here of they're growing these cacti like in a field, like a crop. Two friends are doing this. It says, we knew the industry was striving for sustainable materials, but they were too expensive to be viable on the mass market. Most vegan leathers are currently made from plastic, which is so bad for the environment. So there we are. So that's interesting, isn't it? What an interesting thing that is. Took 2 years of research and development to finalise their product, but they're selling stuff made from cactus leaf. What an interesting thing that is, isn't it? Okay. Rachel, Cats. Good morning to John Springate. Morning, John. A superstar is among us today. John Springate. You would have seen him on Top of the Pops. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He didn't play that one. I don't think he did anyway, but he can. Plays a guitar. Worked with him loads of times. Long time ago now, John. Isn't it long time, John? Must be 20 years since I was pushing the buttons for you. Gosh. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That one, yeah. Morning, John. Morning, John. Rachel, cats have the right to roam. Was told that by the RSPCA when we find a tiny black kitten on the road. The RSPCA wouldn't take it in, so we brought it up and rehomed it. Good on you, Rachel. Good on you. We love cats. Is it 20 years? Maybe more than that, actually, John. I've been out of the black cat for over 10 now. When did I leave the cap? 2007 or 9? Maybe 2009. I think 2009 I left the black cat. So, 25 years then, John. 25. That's the last time I saw you, I think, isn't it? Christ, where's the years go? You look exactly the same in the pictures. Johnny's a star. We have a star among us tonight. There we are. There you go. Johnny was part of the glitter band. Yes, indeed. Da-da-da-da-da. That one. Yeah, I meant to mention, I got 2 new prizes for the bingo tomorrow night. It is, John. 25 years. Perhaps we can arrange a little meet-up at some point, maybe when all this virus thing is over. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Have a cup of tea somewhere. Perhaps a posh cup of tea in a posh hotel. I owe Adam the plumber is owed an afternoon tea for his birthday. We've got to sort that out at some point. There's no clear sign in this happening, is there, Adam? What are we going to do? Oh, was it Central Station? I can't remember now, John. Right, so I've got 2 new prizes for the bingo, and also we'll probably use these on our Super Chat raffle as well. 2 new prizes. Do you want to see what they are? Oh, fantastic. Playing cards. Check these out, bitches. Look at these. Playing cards. With the logo on the back. They're all wrapped. I don't want to unwrap them. But these will be one of the bingo prizes tomorrow night. Playing cards. Oh, I've got no one to play cards with. We'll play blooming solitaire then on your own. I can't remember. Don't you make a triangle with solitaire? You put them at the top like that. So we've got playing cards. They're on for tomorrow night's bingo. Okay. We'll also use those in the Super Chat raffle. Maybe next week. I don't know yet. Come in a little box, like a nice coloured box. Isn't that nice? So we got those. And we've also got, you ready for this? I've been waiting weeks for these. Weeks. And then something went wrong and they told me they'd run out. You ready? Ready? Here they are. Water bottles. Yeah, baby. Orange water bottles. They have the logo. It's small. It could have been bigger. But they showed me the big one and they showed me the small one. And I thought the small one looked better. So there we are. Water bottles. And it's got the United Kingdom Talk logo printed on there in all its proudness. How fantastic are these? And they're orange, as you can see. Let me put on a pair of glasses here. You love them, don't you? Water bottles. I'm very, very pleased with these. The quality is astounding. Water bottles, okay? Yeah, baby! Available tomorrow in the bingo for the main prize. Literally, I have been waiting about 6 weeks for these to arrive. I'm really pleased with these. I had ordered clear ones, but they ran out of clear and they offered me blue, green and orange. And I thought I think they look fantastic, don't you? They're big. They're big. Let me measure it up. Let me measure it up against my head for you. There you go. Look, there's my head. There's my head. They're lovely, aren't they? Lovely. They are lovely. These will be on the bingo tomorrow. We'll also put on the super chat. Now, you can, if you want, buy one, right? But you may well be better to try and win one. To sell one of these, be 15 quid. Okay? The price of the bottle, that in the post is about 4 quid to post it. So that makes about 15 quid altogether, the actual cost of it. So if you want one, to buy one, you can, but they're 15 quid, which I think is a little bit pricey to ask for a water bottle. You can probably go out and buy a water bottle somewhere for 2 quid, you know? All right? It's hard plastic, incidentally. Listen, it's hard plastic, so you might be better to just see if you can win one at the super chat raffle. Then you're only putting in maybe, you know, £1 or £2 tip, and then you could win it like that. All right, so there we are. Water bottles and playing cards on the bingo, the super chat, and you can buy the bottles as well for 15 quid if you want to. Okie doke. Mark Bowles, good morning. Loves the prizes. How many bottles and how many packs of cards have you got? That's our little secret. As a teacher once said to me, that's our little secret. Shania could use a water bottle for work. There you go. Shania wants one. You might win one tomorrow night, Shania. Yes. You might win one tomorrow night. Peter Paliwoda likes the cards. Good. Thank you, Rachel. Great prizes. It's quite difficult to find prizes. Don't get me wrong. You can find an awful lot of prizes to give away, but you could end up spending an awful lot of money. Do you know what I mean? It's finding those ones that, yeah, let's give that a go. Or do you know what I mean? I do have quite a few water bottles. I do have quite a few of them. Okay? I do. The trouble is with some of this stuff, often you'll go on somewhere and you'll see something like mugs from £3.50. Perhaps something like that, right? So you go on there and you think, oh yeah, that sounds quite good, mugs. And you upload the photo and you send it. And then it comes back, mugs, £3.50. If you order 500 of them. Do you see what I mean? And that's the problem. We don't have 500 people watching this show. Oh, why do I upset myself like that? Okay. Or you can order 200 mugs for £6. Right? Still far too many for this little show that we do. Or you can order 20 mugs and then they're like £12 each. Do you see what I mean? So the more you order, the cheaper it becomes, except we don't have that enough people sort of watching the show and winning things to qualify spending. To buy 500 mugs, £5 each. Do you see what I mean? So that's how it works. And it takes some time to look around and find things that, yeah, okay, let's take a punt on that. Sometimes you get special offers, whereas you could perhaps order 50 pens, usual price, 90 quid, special offer, 40 quid. Sometimes you do find across those deals. So it's constantly looking for new things all the time. But I'm really glad you like those. Really glad you like those, all right? Looks like a pump for my magic wand. Gary, sadly, I know what you mean. Oh, dear. Right, Shania, be careful having a cup of tea with Chris. You end up paying. Shania, you are awful, dear. I think I'm going to have to remove your raffle tickets this week for that. Now, let me see. Oh, they used Lucasade bottles. Yeah, do you know, they look like that colour, don't they? I'm really pleased with those, how they've come out. A little top on the top there and what have you. Good. How much for the cards? Not really selling those because there's not many of those. Not really selling the cards. They're going to be as prizes or super chat prizes. Okay, my darling. How about some of the United Kingdom Talk tea towels? Looked at those. Quite expensive to have those done, Mike Responto. In colour, anyway. Chris Woodhouse would like one for his orange and yellow bike. Well, Chris, you know, lovey, you know. Good. So there we go. Right, one more story. I don't think we're going to do the student story. We won't do the student story. I did have it. What's the time? We might do, won't we? Oh, God, we'll do the student story. Let's do the student story, and then we'll do this morning's raffle tickets, okay? Freshers Week. Now, this is going to stop them. They won't want to go to university when they find this out. Because a lot of people, I've heard. Now, I'm not a student, as you well know. Where's Maureen this morning? No text from Maureen. I'm not a student. Okay, I never went to university. Can't think of anything worse. Sitting there going to university. Even more school when you've just left school. I don't think so. Right? But I'm convinced a lot of them just go for the party life. I'm sure they do. Okay? In the Daily Mail this morning, Freshers Week, that's all the new ones that go. And they all go out that week and they all go mad and get drunk and do things with each other. Yeah. Freshers Week should be moved online to prevent a COVID-19 outbreaks when university students go back next month, an independent group of scientists say. The experts have earmarked campuses as potential super spreading zones because young people are more likely to carry the virus without knowing and mingle with strangers. Reading into that, it looks like young people do get it, but they don't get so ill. They say Freshers Week, normally held in mid-September and revolved around partying and drinking, as I just told you, should be banned and held on Zoom calls or Skype chats instead. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? How can that happen like that? I've seen these Fresher Weeks, when I used to do the karaoke at Belushi's in London Bridge, this particular week, they'd all come in there absolutely wrecked. And we're having a good time. That's what part of being a student was about. To go out and get drunk every night of the week. Well, if you remove that, I don't think many of them are going to want to go to university anyway, are they? It says testing should also be carried out before or as soon as people arrive on campus and at regular intervals throughout the day, according to the Independent SAGE Committee. They're advising universities to make online learning the default option for all subjects rather than in-person lectures. Well, I mean, I don't know how you do that really. You've got to be fairly strict with it. Are many young people strict with themselves that they're going to lock themselves in their bedroom and do endless studying in front of a computer screen? I can't see that somehow. There will be a few of them who are totally committed to their subjects, but it's a bit like the whole Weight Watchers and Slimming World thing. Now, you can do that online. And some people have done that online successfully. Okay, where you don't go to a group. I myself, I've tried to do it on my own and it's difficult. You've got to be very strong-willed to do it, perhaps. Whereas if you're going to a little meeting every week and you know they're going to weigh you at that meeting, that gives you some sort of thing to keep going. And ooh, how exciting, I'm going to be weighed this week. Let's see if it's gone down. And if you've stuck to the plan, it usually has. It's when you start picking, you see. I'm a bit of a picker myself. Picking. I'm hoping to be picked up at some point, to be honest. A number of universities across the UK are planning to offer a blended learning approach with a mix of online lessons and face-to-face teaching. But they don't want them to go out and get drunk. I can't see so many people wanting to go to university somehow if they don't want them to do that. Who wants a raffle ticket? Speak now, oh gorgeous ones. Who wants a raffle ticket for Monday's raffle? Speak now. Correspondence courses, of course, Peter. Yes, I remember those. You would write, wouldn't you? All by letter. I remember those, yeah. I remember those. Someone want to be added to the bingo? Who's that? Who wants to be added to the bingo? Gary Ross. I've never played the bingo. If I signed up, would I be okay for tomorrow nights? Yes, you would, Gary. There's 2 lists, Gary. There's the Sunday night bingo, which is like the whole night is bingo, or there's a daily bingo game, okay, which we do daily. They're 2 completely separate lists. You can go on both or one or the other. You need to send me an email, though, my darling, okay? If you send an email to this address there, saying, please add me to the bingo, I'll do that. Do it now, and you'll be on there for tomorrow night. All right? It's very easy, all that business. If you win and don't claim your prize, then you do drop off the list. Okay? That's not me doing it. That's just how the system works. Otherwise, it gets clogged up and we keep having to wait. All right? The only way you'll know about that, and the only real way I know about that, is when someone starts writing in and saying, oh, I didn't get my bingo tickets this morning, and then I can look and see whether or not, if you won, you would have fallen off the list. And at that point, it's too late to add you for that day or game. All right? So be warned of that. If you suddenly stop getting bingo tickets, then you've probably won and didn't claim. But it's not a problem. You just email me back and say, please put me back on the list. And you go back on the list again. That's fine. But you do drop off automatically. It's not a punishment. It just helps us to keep moving the game along. Otherwise, it all gets stuck. Excuse me. United Kingdom Talk car wrap. I think it would have limited interest, that one. Beach towels with your face on it. How about pants with my face on the front, Mark? Is that something that you might be interested in, perhaps? That's all you got to do, Gary. Just send us an email there and do that. Gary Butler, more tats. Please don't show Harry. Yes, can we have some thumbs up, please, as well? Thumbs up this morning. We need some more likes. Thank you very much for the likes this morning. Did you get a ticket yesterday? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You got a ticket yesterday. As you texted, you got a ticket. You texted when you had to text, so you did get a ticket. Yes, Mark. What was the number? I don't know. You'll have to watch yesterday's show and find out, mate. Here we go. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Where are we now? Let's start. Maureen, ticket number 670 for Maureen. 670 for Maureen. Fran Green, 671. Gary Davidson, 672. Michael Pullman, 673. John Aitken, 674. Jason Hughes, 675. Diane Jebb, 676. Make sure you write down your numbers, darlings. Diane Jebb, 676. Andy, 677. Daniel Holmes, 678. Denise Andrews, 679. Tony King, 680. It's gone a bit overcast out there. Is it overcast where you are? Tony King, 680. Joe Woodruff, 681. Mick Davenport, 682. Mark Bowles, 683. Rachel, 684. This is for the fridge magnet, incidentally, gang. Oh, where are they? One moment, please. Fridge magnet or stickers. So, when you win the thing on Monday, you can either choose the fridge magnet, okay, or 2 stickers, or 2 of those, okay? Whatever you want. Rachel, done, Rachel. Did I give you a number, sweetheart? 684 for Rachel. Shania, 685. Where's the tea payer for? Is he here today? Thank you, Peter. Rachel's just bought a water bottle from Asda in Boston, ready for kids at school. We'll take them back and buy 2 of these. Only £15 each. Better to win one in a raffle. Better to win one in a raffle, as you know. Gary Ross, 686. Peter doesn't get tickets anymore. Oh, you may have won then, Peter. If you're not getting your raffle, are you talking raffle tickets or bingo tickets there, Peter? Ross Herndon, 687. If you're not getting bingo tickets, you must have won at some point, and you've come off the system. What are the stickers for? Well, sticking on something. Strange question. You stick them on things, don't you? I mean, if you're Gary Butler, scrap it, man. You've got your own stickers and you just go round randomly sticking it on people's cars. Is Dad still in bed, is he? Is he still recovering on losing that £5 on the tees? Gosh. All right. I think I've done all today's raffle tickets. Please, if I've missed you out, please speak now and say you've missed me out. Please, can I have a raffle ticket? Meanwhile, let's do today's birthdays and then we'll do our daily game of bingo. Michael James, good morning, Michael. Big happy birthday to you, sir. Joly, lovely Joly Raffi. Oh, she's a very, very good friend and singer. She was a great friend of non-Irish Mary from Ireland as well. Morning, Joly. 32 years old today. Dalila Porcu is 28 today. Tony, hello Tony, 36 today. Happy birthday to you, Tony. Jo Nelson, you wonderful lady, 53 years old. It's got to be 25 years since I last saw you. She runs her own pub in Sydenham. Not far, actually, from the Golden Lion, and I keep meaning to go down there, and obviously not at the moment with the social distancing. But Joy, big happy birthday to Joy Nelson today, 53 years old. I shall never forget you, never. You and Charlotte sitting in the black cap on that first ever day I walked in there, and the welcome you two gave me. Thank you so much for that. I'll never forget that. 53, happy birthday, Joy. Jones Jane, hello Jones. Big happy birthday to you. Maxine Crystal Girl Thomas, happy birthday, Maxine. Nick Harmon today is 38 years old, and Michael Appleton's birthday as well. Happy birthday, everyone. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. There we are. There's our birthdays for you this morning. Alrighty, boys and girls. It's time for our daily game of bingo. Are you standing by? Someone now is about to win an extra raffle ticket for Monday's raffle. How exciting is that? I'm over the moon with excitement this morning. Okay, today's bingo ticket says at the top of the tickets, virtual card for Saturday, the 22nd of August 2020. That is the game we are about to play. Let's bring up the bingo board. There it is. As always, make sure you've marked off all the numbers on your bingo ticket. Once you've done that, shout bingo in the chat box or text it in on our texting number, top left-hand corner. You only have 1.5 minutes to do that. If we move on to the next number and you haven't claimed by then, you've missed it. Okay? Even if no one wins on the next number, you've still missed it, and we carry on looking for another winner. I'm sorry I've got itch in my back now. Itchy leg, itchy back, honestly. Itchy ankle, rather. Okay? Well, Mark, you might win the bingo tomorrow night. And you might win it, lovey. You might win tomorrow, okay? Alrighty, eyes down, everyone. Here comes your first number on the bingo this morning. 4 and 3, 43. Mark it off. Mark it off. 4 and 6, 46. Top of the shop, blind 90. All the 4s, 44. It's droopy draws. Is it Saturday today? It's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, yeah. 3-0, blind 30. Ba, 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 da, ba. 8 and 5, 85. All on its own. One little duck, Denise. Number 2. Quack. 8-0, blind 80. 1 and 8, 18. 5 and 3, 53. 6-0, blind 60. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. All on its own, little number 3. 7 and 4, 74. 5 and 1, 51. Actually, Mark, I could let you win a packet of those cards if you want to come round here and play strip poker with me. And then the winner, whoever it is, you get the prize. Boris's Den, number 10. Is he still on holiday in Scotland? I bet he was upset all the newspapers found him. Why can't they just leave someone alone on holiday? 4 and 7, 47. 8 and 6, 86. 2 and 9, 29. 6 and 5, 65. 2-0, blind 20. 7 and 6, 76. All the 5s, 55. 8 and 1, 81. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 2, 72. 3 and 9, 39. 5-0, blind 50. 7-0, blind 70. 5 and 6, 56. 2 and 7, 27. Is Martin playing today? 8 and 2, 82. 4 and 1, 41. All the 6s, 66. Clickety click. 3 and 7, 37. Mark's up for a game of strip poker. Oh, that makes me so happy, Mark. You don't know. Here, Mark's age. 3 and 7. You're 37, aren't you? 3 and 7, 37. Mark's age. See? 37. That's a good age. Not that young that you're still stupid. I'm not too old to be ugly like me. All the 3s, 33. 1 and 5, 15. All the 7s, 77. 2 and 3, 23. 7 and 1, 71. Come on, keep up, Peter. We're not going that fast, for Christ's sake. 7 and 3, 73. 8 and 3, 83. I thought you said you weren't getting your tickets. Didn't you say earlier you weren't getting your tickets? You didn't get your ticket? 2 and 4, 24. 5 and 7, 57. Blah, blah. 6 and 7, 67. One fat, morbidly obese Chris. Another £3 put on last week. Number 8. 7 and 8, 78. 1 and 9, 19. 2 and 6, 26. 3 and 1, 31. You are, Mark. 5 and 9, the Brighton line. Woo, 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 woo. 3 and 5, 35. 3 and 8, 38. 6 and 3, 63. All on its own, little number 4, all on its own. 4 and 9, 49. I'm not saying that's Shania, not as head of the Catholic Church, no. It's the people that sit there playing their computer games all the time. 7 and 9, 79. All on its own, little old number 6. One click. 4-0, blind 40. 3 and 6, 36. 3 and 4, 34. 3 and 2, 32. All on its own, little number 7. 5 and 2, 52. Unlucky for some, 1 and 3, 13. 6 and 4, 64. 6 and 2, 62. Bye, Daniel. 1 and 4, 14. 2 and 1, 21. All on its own, little number 9. 8 and 4, 84. Rachel, don't use her PlayStation thing. It's not for me, that stuff. 5 and 4, 54. 5 and 8, 58. 4 and 2, 42. Well, come on, someone must win soon. There's not many numbers left. There we go. 7 and 5, 75. We have a winner on number 75, boys and girls. Let's bring up the bingo board clock. And you have 1 minute and 30 seconds to claim your extra raffle ticket. It's very, very exciting. Yes! We have a winner! Denise Andrews is the winner this morning. Head of Ducks on this channel has won. For the first time, I believe. Am I right in that, Denise? Is that the first time you've won? I think it might be. Anyway, let's read Denise's numbers out for you now. Oh, gorgeous ones. Denise's numbers this morning are 2, 13, 18, 24, 29, 33, 34, 41, 47, 54, 60, 62, last number 75, 80 and 90. Well done, Denise. Well done, Denise. Well done. Yeah, pleased you've won. Always love it when someone who's never won before wins. Joe, I know. I saw you at the top. I thought, no disrespect to you, Joe. Please don't let it be Joe again, because there's going to be murders. Joe was waiting for number 68 for absolutely... She must have had that one number waiting for about 20 numbers. Seriously. Joe was waiting for number 68 for ages. I saw it in front of me. And I try not to change the expression on my phone. Oh, not Joe again. No, don't take any notice of that. Don't ever read bad into that. But you know what I mean, don't you, Joe? Well done, darling. Let's give you another raffle ticket, Denise. For the raffle on Monday, it's going to be number 688. All right? Denise Andrews. Have we had an update from Gary yet? Gary, could you just check your subscriber count? Don't want to miss any news on your subscribers there, my love. Hey? There you go, Denise. 688. There you go. All right, 688 there, my love. In the pot. That's for Monday's raffle. You might win the fridge magnet. She hasn't won anything yet. Come on, we might have to just wait until we haven't had an update from Gary in the last sort of hour or so on his latest subscribers. Let's see if it's gone up in the last hour or so. It may get here before the end of the show. It may not. Mark Bowles is shocked that Joe hasn't won this morning. Just scroll up there. Is that everything today? What have we done there today? Everyone wishes Denise well done. I love it when you wish everyone well done for doing that there. No more information coming on there. Joe went to Real Bingo on Thursday, never won a penny. I wasn't even close. Is that the first time you've been though, Joe? Oh, you have to keep going, Joe. You can't expect to win on the first time. There's people here that have never won anything. Good morning, Dr. Gregorian. There's people on here that have never won anything. I kid you not. You know, but that's just how it is. You know, it's just the luck. Some people keep winning, like Joe. Anyway, thanks very much for joining us on the show this morning. A pleasure as always. Our next show is the Big Bingo Show tomorrow night, gang. Remember, if you're not on the bingo system and you want to join us tomorrow, then just send us an email to that email address there and ask to go on either the Sunday bingo or the weekday bingo or both of them, and I can put you on there, no problem at all right? As always, if you don't turn up when you'll claim, if you win and don't claim, you do fall off the system and you have to ask to go back on it again, all right, my love? And I never say no, you know, it's just how it is, all right? Okay, thanks for joining us. I'll see you for the Big Bingo Show tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Enjoy your Saturday. I'm off down to chemist now to find some bite cream for this rather itchy bite on my leg. Cheerio!